So my name is Jim Ansaldo. I started at NGPT like the first week of January 2016. To date, I've lost 90 pounds.
Because nobody knows the stuff that you're going through now. Because nobody knows the stuff that you're going through.
I can remember going on my first diet probably when I was 10. My father's side of my family, all struggled with weight and diabetes and colon cancer and all that kind of stuff. So I knew from an early age that something had to change. I started to really just work on building the kind of life I wanted to. And I thought, first I'll get healthy and then I'll have all this good stuff in my life. But it was actually having all the good stuff in my life that motivated me to get healthier so that I can enjoy it. My actual goal at the beginning of the program, and still, is to live long enough to see my grandchildren become adults, because I didn't get to have that and my kids didn't get to have that, so their kids are gonna get that. The first thing I did was had a 20-minute consultation with Adam, and the first thing he talked about was how hard he's worked on building a culture at the gym. And I've, over the years joined gyms and, gone there for varying lengths of time, but nobody had ever spoken about that before.
Jim is an amazing person and I've loved working with him. He's super coachable. He has been from the beginning. You ask him to change form in the slightest way mid-set and he's there, he's on it. Watching him just overall, you see the confidence build in someone, which is amazing. 2, 1, go.
Everybody who was teaching there had been through that process themselves, and that right away for me makes me feel more confident and more safe.
5 seconds, walk it out.
It's not just following along with the person at the front of the room who's doing the moves themselves. They actually walk around and help you learn how to do it right. I get to decide how hard I work and how much is enough and how intense things are, and there's never been even the littlest bit of judgment about that from anybody.
He doesn't make excuses. He's set a goal, multiple goals at this point, and he just does the work. Back up, you got this. Head through. Nice work.
Recently I'm reading Adam's book where he talks about 6 months goals, and I'm like, I don't really think about 6 months ahead. So that's been interesting to kind of walk that back and think, well, okay, so by February, what do I want to have? And it would be nice to actually be able to do a full real push-up.
But he just puts his mind to it and does the work and has the results to show for it.
So the weigh-ins are just a good kind of check-in to see how things are going. I had a weigh-in recently where I came off of a really busy time, and the timing of a cheat meal resulted in a couple extra pounds at weigh-in, and it was like, well, so let's understand why, but looking at my body fat percentage that time versus the last time I had measured it, I was down from there, so there's something to celebrate there, and to celebrate again, not letting one meal become 1 week of, you wake up one day and you're surrounded by wrappers and boxes and you don't know how you got there.
I mean, it's huge because it's life-changing. It's not something that he's not getting ready for a race. He's trying to extend his life for himself and his family. When they lose that amount of weight, they're getting off their medications, they're able to move around comfortably and want to. They have more energy, all those things.
I've noticed him being a little bit more active. He's taught us a couple of the movements that he does, and he just spends all around more time with us because he's not as pooped.
We went to Washington, D.C. this summer, and I felt like we were able to spend more time going from museum to museum.
Just do one half a tablespoon on that one and a half on the.
The focus is on learning how to do something new, not just kind of a sink or swim sort of thing. There are lots of things you can do, and the number on the scale is not the most important thing. And everybody is just there to support you. So all of that together makes a huge difference and has kept me coming back.